Hello, you are most welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your power behind the voice on Tuesday Night Anatomy with Daniel Open. Yes, we are still in the era of anatomy of clinical importance. And my friends, this is today's case study. A 45-year-old man presenting with an end-stage liver disease. On physical examination, it was realized that he had an extremely enlarged spleen, and that is splenomegaly. And then this patient, yes, whenever he had, even a little cut, stasis of the blood, coagulation of the blood, yes, by your blood clotting, was not really proper. There was an impairment of what you call blood clotting anytime. And so, yes, peripheral blood examination revealed that he had an extremely reduced, platelet count. And that is, of course, thrombocytopaenia. Yes, platelet count was, yes, very, minimal. Meanwhile, yes, the red blood cell count was marginally reduced. Now, this patient, yes, after staying in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and of course, realizing that he is not recuperating, yes, resorted to, of course, getting some local concoctions, yes, taking it, chronically for about 2 weeks. And my friends, in no time, just around the second week of taking that, concoction chronically, this patient, passed on. Now, so the first question we want to ask and, of course, clarify using the anatomical basis is that, first of all, why is it that the spleen became enlarged in this end-stage liver disease? Now, regardless of the source, yes, whether it was through viral hepatitis, whether it was through alcoholism or taking some drugs, the bottom line over here is that there's an end-stage liver disease. And my friends, whenever there's an end-stage liver disease, one thing for sure that we will appreciate is that there's going to be something we call portal hypertension. Now, for this reason, because there's going to be portal hypertension, one of the important vein that gives nutrient-rich blood, yes, the liver is actually giving 75% of the blood requirement of the liver is actually the hepatic portal vein, or simply the portal vein. Now, the point over here is that because the liver is diseased at an end stage where the patient is most likely going to die, the point is that the tributaries, okay, there's going to be that kind of shunting of blood to the various tributaries of the portal vein. And my friends, one of the smaller tributaries, yes, contributing, yes, importantly to it, is, my friends, the splenic vein. Now, the splenic vein is supposed to drain blood, okay, off the kidney, of what you call the spleen. Now, here is the case, the bladder is supposed to send to, of course, the hepatic portal vein. There's portal hypertension, and so there's going to be that kind of backflow of blood into, of course, what you call the splenic vein, and for that matter, into the spleen. And that will begin the anatomical basis of the spleen becoming enlarged, because the blood cannot be drained of it. That's the first thing. Now, the point over here is that we also went on, the second question was that this patient, for instance, had epistaxis, the bleeding of the nose and all that, and the blood clotting wasn't effective. And so, what is the basis to that effect? Meanwhile, peripheral blood examination revealed that there was drastic reduction in platelet count. Thrombocytopenia was evident, and no doubt that whenever he gets a cut, yes, bleeding, yes, goes on, and of course, clotting is not effective. And so the point over here is that, first of all, the liver is responsible for producing a hormone, okay, which gets into circulation, and of course, it stimulates the bone marrow, the red bone marrow, to make what we call the megakaryocytes, eventually getting fragmented to give out the thrombocytes, that's the platelets. And so for this reason, if the liver, okay, is at an end stage, okay, then what will happen is that the hepatocytes, okay, may not be able, in this case, to release this kind of thrombopoietin, okay, produce the thrombopoietin, and of course to stimulate the bone marrow. And that is why one of the reasons for the drastic reduction in platelet count. Well, that is not all, because the point that I want you to understand is that it is not only this hepatocyte, because even some studies have revealed that even the endothelial sinusoidal endothelial cells, okay, in the liver, and of course even some stellate cells, okay, may be relevant in producing this kind of this thrombopoietin. So largely, if the liver is at an end stage, then all these things, especially the hepatocyte, they cannot produce this thrombopoietin. But a point over here that I want to make out here is that another thing that can also cause reduction in platelet count, and even also, that is why I told you that there was marginal reduction in red blood cells, will be that because more blood, yes, is getting into what we call the spleen, there will be that kind of high sequestration, yes, of the red blood cells and of course the platelets. And so that will form the basis for the marginal reduction of red blood cells, and then also contribution to, of course, the drastic reduction in the platelet count. My friends, one important thing which, of course, we got to know is that this patient realized that, yes, the hospital setting is not helping him, and so decided to resort to, of course, some local concoctions. And my friends, even after taking that 2 weeks, this patient passed on. And so the basis for the patient dying is that already the hepatocytes, the liver cells, okay, they are dead, essentially. Majority, more than 75% of them are dead. Okay, so for this reason, if we are putting more pressure on it, then we are going to harm it. Why am I saying putting more pressure on it? Well, the point is that as far as metabolism is concerned, yes, especially in this case, poisons, drugs, okay, in this case, drugs, okay, all these xenobiotics going into us, the central site of metabolism is actually the liver. And so for this reason, this patient, yes, died because you are overburdening the liver to do all these detoxification of all these drugs or all these concoctions that the patient is taking in. Okay, so it means that you'll be causing more injury, okay, to it. My friends, I'm very grateful for your time this evening. I believe you get this concept clear. Yes, we will have our next one. So I believe you want to stay tuned with us so that you enjoy all our meetings regarding the anatomy of clinical importance. Have a good night, all of you, and may the good Lord richly bless you. Amen.